Hi, we are here with Sam Cho and we will be talking about second generation immigrants. Can we start off by telling the viewers about where your parents are from?
So both of my parents are from South Korea, specifically in Seoul, the capital of South Korea.
Now, were there any difficulties in learning a different language from home and school and daily life?
Yeah, there were many difficulties actually. I was actually raised by my grandparents because my parents were always busy with work trying to raise us and trying to make us have a good life. So when they were at work, I was at my grandparents' house and they only spoke Korean. So that's what I first originally learned, which is my first language. And as I went to school, they put me into ESL to learn language. So every day for like an hour or so, I'd be taken out of class from the other kids with all these other immigration kids, I guess, second generation immigrants, and we all learn English together while everybody else was still in class.
Now, has learning a second language helped you in any way?
Yeah, there's definitely many benefits to it, like jobs, different opportunities that you can have. For me, like this job that I have right now, one of the benefits of me learning the second language was that I got this job so easily because they needed a translator.
Now, what were the notable cultural differences with having parents from another country?
Um, just because my parents came from Korea and they didn't have a lot when they moved here, so probably saving was a big key for us. So we like to save everything and try to make the most out of everything.
Now, do you find that you appreciate certain things differently than your friends?
Yeah, like I appreciate a lot, like food a lot more than my friends, I noticed. Because since I was raised by my grandparents and after the Korean War and all that, food was scarce. Everybody in Korea started a habit of trying to rationalize everything, and it still goes on today where if you waste food, it's like bad luck and it's not good for your family. So I was taught never to waste food. So when I look at my other friends, always like throwing stuff away, it's uh, it's hard, I guess, just because I was taught not to, and it's hard not to do that.
Now, were there any moments in life where you wished your parents were like other kids' parents?
Yeah, the probably the most wanted, I guess, way they wanted to change was how they treated me, because there was so much pressure sometimes that I felt overwhelmed. So it wasn't like how they treated me, it was just like the weight that was put on me from when they came. I knew what I was supposed to do because they wanted a good life for me and my brother, and that's why we came. That's why they came and started a family here instead of in Korea.
Like the expectations are higher?
So there's a lot more weight on my shoulders, and especially because I'm the first son, which is a big thing in Asian culture. So that's another thing.
Now, in the future, do you have a specific way you would like to raise your kids?
Uh, Probably the same way as my parents, just a little bit less stressful and not as much weight on my kids' shoulders like I've been going through. It's just a lot to take in when you're younger, and as you grow up, you start to understand it more. With the weight on your shoulder, it's hard to think and do things right, I guess.
Alrighty, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.